Conor released private messages between Dana and himself, right? Instagram
Which is a weird move, by the way.
Yeah, no, it is. It is, because Dana came on the post-fight press conference and said he broke man code there.
I mean, everybody here knows. I mean, even the ladies, this is some man code stuff. You know, it's just something you don't do. It's one of the dirtiest things you can do.
He said, you don't do that. You don't release private messages like that. He broke man code, and he actually said it's one of the dirtiest things you can do.
When you're the number 2 or 3 ranked guy in the world, and you're telling me that you want to fight, but you want to fight unranked 39-year-old Diego Sanchez in a main event in Los Angeles.
Just makes him look bad, because, listen, Conor's a fucking tremendous fighter. I don't know why he's calling out Diego Sanchez. Greatest respect to Diego Sanchez, true warrior of the game, been around forever, put the UFC on the map by winning the Ultimate Fighter 1. But that was 15 years ago.
What time of the night did that text message come through? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, whatever.
What was Conor doing during that texting?
And then Justin Gaethje came out of the woodwork. Did you see that, Harrington? Have you got that up there to look at? Yeah, Justin Gaethje came out and he was tweeting saying, what the fuck are you talking about? I was calling you out at the start of the year. I was calling your name and you said nothing. Then Ali Abdelaziz jumped in. So, I don't know. It's like a little soap opera.
Obviously, everybody's excited about Khamzat. That said either Wonderboy or Leon Edwards for December 19th.
The Leon Edwards is not true, but we've offered it to Wonderboy. Wonderboy wants to fight Leon Edwards, so
I spoke to Wonderboy. He said very, very matter-of-factly, nope.
You don't want to fight Khamzat? Nobody. Why would you? Who wants to fight Khamzat, the uncrowned champion?
Hey, Neil Magny's calling him out.
Yeah, I think Neil Magny. I don't know what Neil's good, but boy, that Khamzat is something different, man. And you don't want to be in there with Khamzat Chimaev. And this is why I say Wonderboy, right? Let me tell you why I say Wonderboy. Because he's fought for the belt a few times already, right? Yeah. And now at this point in his career, he's kind of that guy that can still compete with the best of the best. But if you're able to get past him, you're completely ready in terms of contender. So when Pettis knocked him out, it showed, wow, Pettis is kind of back. And then when Darren Till was able to beat him, it got Darren Till a title shot, right? So it's like he's one of those guys now where he has to build through beating some of these guys in order to put himself back in the title contention, or guys move into the title picture.
I figured that was going to happen. Costa's, he's a little flat-footed a little bit. You know what I mean? But he'll pressure you.
Yeah.
I think he knows how to go forward. He doesn't know how to go backwards. But I've trained with Stylebender. He whooped my butt pretty good.
He's
came
good,
in the
man.
gym, had just finished his I think he had a kickboxing match like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
And that's when I had just started my camp. Man, he got in there and put a beating on me.
He's good, man.
Put a beating on me. He is. He's very good. You got to give him credit. He's the best. But Costa, to me, when you showboat like that, you're not focused. How many people have really played that game and came out successful?
Yeah.
That's not something to play with. Especially not in a championship. You just don't play like that.
Yeah.
Stylebender was serious. Costa came in, thinking that just because he's a white belt that he's nothing and he's skinny. Like, hey, being skinny has its benefits, dude.
Yeah.
Obviously you saw that, and I don't understand all of a sudden either why not Stylebender, but Costa is getting so upset because he saw a style bender did to him, you know.
I saw
But
that.
I'm like, dude, you were the one talking so much, and then he gets you at the end, and now you're mad, you know, because he embarrassed you. Like, come on, man, roast some balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, man up to that. It is what it is. You know, you can't demand a rematch after that type of performance either. It's not smart. That is not going to sell. That's for sure.
What did I say? Oh, at one point, I can hear all the say, "Come on, Izzy, come on." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm here. Yalla, habibi, yalla, yalla, yalla." And at one point, he threw a kick. I think his second body kick, and I was like, "Slow." Bah! And I jabbed him. I went, he kicked me, and I was like, "Ooh, slow." Bah! Slow. Like, he was slow. And I like the fact that all those kicks, like Paul Felder said, at the ringside, cage side, you can't just hear it, you can feel it. You can feel it, my skinny shins. When I cut him in the thigh, hit him on the perineal nerve, I hit him in the calf, my skinny shins were just slicing them, and you can really feel it. So yeah, I like the quiet, because that way it's more intimate. It's mano a mano.
All this stuff, like you doing these things, and we've talked about like how you're so in tune with fight jargon and whatnot, but like you running around the cage and the stuff with the belt, and like just like I even saw on your Instagram on Tuesday, like you're going back to the Valid interview that I did last week. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you remember all this stuff? How do you remember? It's like you have a list of all these things, but I don't think you're writing it down. And then afterwards, you're just like unleashing it on everyone, and you almost have to pay. It's like these little like hidden secrets in a DVD that you have to like follow along.
Gems.
Yeah, the gems.
I cater to my crowd, and people like you who are fans of mine, they'll remember, like, oh yeah, you did say that, da 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 da. But for me, it's an elephant never forgets, and neither do I. And people will forget what you say or what you do, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So that feeling, I'm like, ooh, all right, bet. Like, all right, cool, bet. I just store that. I'm like, that'll keep. Save that for later. And like I said, I got 2 weeks in quarantine. Boy, you ain't seen me yet. People don't understand when I used to the internet up on Valentine's Day before I really blew up. And I would like, at one point I posted like 80 memes in one day, and people were just like, bro, please, enough. And they were funny. You know what I mean? Bro, I got 2 weeks. I got time today. I can't be as crazy as I used to be, but trust me, I'm gonna push the envelope.
Nobody will stop me. Nobody can stop me. I am on hot of collision with you, Adesanya. I want my rematch. And you know I'm waiting for you. Something happened before the fight. I'm not excused here to my people, my fans, but I will be 100% to fight him and to make him pay. That's my words. Save my words.
In that video that Paulo posted on Monday, he said something happened before the fight, but I don't want to make excuses.
What happened? Tell us.
I don't know.
That's the excuse. That's the excuse already.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Nope. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. What happened was he got his ass whooped. That's what happened.
Okay. You didn't hear about any sort of incident or anything like that?
Nope. There's no incident. There's nothing. If he had won, he would have said, I felt the greatest ever.
Something happened before the fight. I'm not excused here to my people, my fans, but I will be 100% to fight him.
Excuses, excuses, excuses.